Told you. We're gonna hang out. Gonna watch a movie. Gonna take some pictures.
Coffeezilla. I watched her 3-part series called Investigating Logan Paul's Biggest Scam, and like many on this platform, you have successfully used my name for views and money.
Ooh, low blow. But also one of the most overused insults by creators who think they're better than other creators because they have more followers.
While your work used to be impartial, your addiction to clicks has clouded your judgment and you've made very real errors with very real repercussions. Coffee, you took a shot at my reputation. So in this video today, I'm gonna be defending myself with facts, something that you have gotten in the habit of twisting.
We will see, but personally, I think it'll be impossible to defend yourself from every single fact, such as what Critical predicted about Logan's response.
If I had to take a guess at how he's going to work this case, I imagine he is going to focus very heavily on Eddie and Jake the Crypto King. But I imagine he is going to drill heavily on those two characters as bad actors while downplaying his involvement with the project, even though he was the face of it and the one that actually put it on the map promoting it. So I feel like he is going to really laser focus on those two being bad. He's going to really minimize his involvement in the entire project and just focus on the other people that were also bad.
As you continue to morph from an investigator to a gossip channel. You see, Coffeezilla tried to work with law enforcement in the past, but his work was described as not anchored to truth and often speculative.
That's a nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the
And he's nothing more than the Keemstar of crypto and finance.
Oh, shots fired.
But as opposed to just telling you, I'm going to show you some of the core discrepancies that I caught in Coffeezilla's investigation.
You mean what your team caught?
Coffee, you interviewed the developer who stole the game code, fled to Switzerland, and held it hostage for $1 million. Well, his name is Zach Kelling. He spent time in prison for multiple felonies, one for aggravated robbery, armed robbery at a liquor store, and the other for, surprise, obstructing the legal process.
I did not know any of this. This is getting so juicy.
Yes, among many things, it doesn't surprise me that he lied about having 30 engineers and a $50,000 a week burn rate, but it turns out he only had 3 engineers. And I know what you're thinking, what type of idiot would work with an unsavory individual like Zach Kelling? I guess that's what I get for trusting the team that I relied on to vet and manage Eddie's hiring process.
Yes, this is your team's fault, but therefore it's also your fault. It's actually laughable how many scam artists and con artists you hired for this project.
Who has turned out to be a professional con man that I have since learned fooled billionaires, the Mormon Church, the owner of the New York Yankees, and now me. And surely you knew Emilio, the gentleman who supposedly let his child invest in a cryptocurrency, was allegedly responsible for 2 rug pulls before you interviewed him.
Wait, okay. I get that you're deflecting the blame to people that are involved. We knew you were going to do that. But please don't tell me you're going to deflect the blame to your fans too.
You seemed pretty excited when the guy told you that he couldn't hatch the eggs.
Wait, you can't even hatch?
No, I'm telling you, it's just a picture.
You're kidding! You can't hatch?
You're kidding! You can't hatch?
You can't hatch?
Yeah, 1 second of research would prove that to be false, as you can definitely hatch eggs and even breed your animals. And by the way, guy, almost all NFTs are just pictures.
I'm telling you, it's just a picture.
And surely a real internet detective would not break criminal and civil laws in trying to get information, right? So why have you allowed the illegal recording of Jeff's phone call without his permission? And then more like an internet criminal, post it online. So let's highlight some things that you did point out. Crypto King Jake stole $6 million.
Another scammer you hired.
Conman Eddie, lead developer, stole $1.7 million.
Another scammer you hired.
True or not, when we learned he was a bad actor as well, he was immediately removed from the team. While myself and Jeff sold nothing and made nothing as verified through investigation and the blockchain.
Jeff, Logan's manager, to my knowledge, never sold. Neither did Logan Paul.
I repeat, Jeff and I made no money and will never make any money on CryptoZoo.
This is true, and I can respect Logan for that. It's everything he didn't do that I have a problem with, like proper background checks.
Eddie is being investigated by a higher authority that I cannot speak on. As you can imagine, I was not cleared from legal to discuss much of this, including the legal process being undertaken and the criminal investigations going on during the fallout.
I'm guessing you're also not allowed to address or talk about Dink Doink Coin?
But even after 12 months of work, you've still managed to overlook one crucial piece of information. See, even though I've said it's coming so many times, you've assumed that CryptoZoo isn't being made. Who are you to decide when the development timeline ends? I got everything stolen from me in our community, stopped promoting publicly as soon as I knew the extent of the internal issues, took all of the heat on social, and you still published a defamatory hit piece fully knowing I was innocent just so you could enrich yourself in your $10 million studio.
Bruh. Look at this dude.
Sharp, but deeply unethical, dangerously misleading, and illegal. I suggest you use the money you got from pumping your Patreon to hire a good lawyer. You're gonna need it.
Oh, so they're actually pressing charges. Wait, are they gonna press charges on me?
And maybe we could have talked about this if you had reached out to me, personally. Not my manager, Jeff, who is not me, Steven. But the first time you did was on Christmas Eve.
Stop the cap.
After you released your series so you could rely on false statements and unreliable people used recklessly. Trust me, CryptoZoo is coming. I will make damn sure of it. And honestly, it sucks that after years of personal reform, going through trials and tribulations and busting my ass to evolve into a person that I can say I'm actually proud of, you led the charge to drive and monetize a narrative telling millions of people that I'm a fraud or I tried to scam my audience. And lastly, Coffeezilla, I now know your motives with this. Clout and money.
Clout and money, huh?
Good for you, but also you're slimy as so I'm not going to come on any of your podcasts. If you want to come on Impulsive and talk about this, that's fine. You've denied my invitation multiple times. You're still invited. It can be a one-on-one. If not, we're going to handle this ourselves while we continue to build CryptoZoo, and I'll see you in court.
$2024, you know it's not coming out next year, man. It's coming out in 2 years. Listen, guys, I am not a financial advisor, but please, please, please don't put any more money into this. Like, I get if you're down like thousands, like some of those people are, and if you are, the best thing to do is just sit and wait instead of putting more money into Logan Paul's promise and just hoping this time he keeps it. Like, so many times Logan's messed up again and again. Each time he comes back swearing and promising he's a better person, like, oh, look, I've changed. And then his fans are like, oh, look, he's changed, but really? Another thing to point out too is that Logan could have easily actually decided that he is going to leave the project for good, but only recently decided to actually start working on it again just to try to save his reputation and image. All I know is I am never trusting Logan Paul with my money. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe because I'm that guy, unlike Logan.
Logan, you stole 40 million in tokens from me. You are a scam artist. You are a liar, and you betrayed your own community. You aren't that guy. Logan replies, oh, Jake, trust me, bro. I am that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.